We're in Yaakov. This is Berachot. It says this section is called the Berachah relating to heretics. I'm going to mention a name here, and if anybody knows who this is, put it in the comments. I want to see if anybody out there knows who this is. The rabbis taught Shimon Hapakuli. Does anybody know who Shimon Hapakuli is? Arranged the order of the 18 Berachot, which we say in the Shemona Esrei before Rabbi Gamliel in Yavna. Rabbi Gamliel asked the sages, is there anyone here who would be able to compose a Berachah relating to the heretics? Shmuel HaKatan came and composed the Berachah of Velamal Shanim. The next year, Shmuel HaKatan, while officiating as Chazan, forgot the text of that Berachah. For 2 or 3 hours he tried to recall it, and they did not remove him from being the Chazan. The Gemara asks, why didn't they remove him, seeing that Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Rav, if the Chazan makes a mistake in any of the other Berachot, we do not remove him, but if he makes a mistake in the Berachah of heretics, he is removed, because we suspect him of being a heretic. So why was Shmuel HaKatan allowed to remain at his post? The Gemara answers, Shmuel HaKatan is different because he himself composed it, therefore we don't suspect that he became a heretic. Ask the Gemara, but shouldn't we be concerned that he had a change of heart and became a heretic? Abaye said, we have a tradition. A good man does not turn back. Ask the Gemara, is that so? Doesn't it say, if a righteous person turns away from his righteousness and does wrong, Ezekiel 18:24? So you see that a righteous person can go bad. The Gemara answers, this verse refers to a person who originally was wicked and later repented. Such a person can return to his old ways. But one who was always righteous does not turn back. The Gemara challenges this. Is that true? After all, we learned in a Mishnah, don't be sure of yourself until the day you die. For there was the case of Yochanan the high priest who officiated for 80 years, and in the end of his days he became a Sadducee. So you see that even a person who was a tzaddik all his life can become a heretic. And Shmuel HaKatan may have become a heretic. Abaye said, Yochanan is really Yanai. Yochanan was not a tzaddik all his life. He was, in fact, King Yanai, who was an evil man, even though he later became a righteous man. When he ended up as a Sadducee, he was reverting to his original wicked ways. But someone who was a tzaddik all his life would not do something like that. Rava said, Yanai and Yochanan are two different persons. Yanai was originally wicked, but Yochanan was originally righteous. The Gemara analyzes, according to Abaye, there is no problem. Yochanan Yanai was originally evil, therefore in the end he reverted to his evil ways, whereas Shmuel HaKatan was a tzaddik all his life and will not turn bad. But according to Rava, who said that Yochanan was a tzaddik from the start, there is a difficulty because Yochanan became a Sadducee. Thus, Shmuel HaKatan became a heretic. Rava will tell you, it is possible that a person who was righteous from the start also may backslide and turn back. Ask the Gemara, if so, why don't they remove Shmuel HaKatan? The Gemara answers, Shmuel HaKatan is different because he has already started to say the Berachah Velamal Shanim. For Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Rav, or say some in the name of Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi, the rule that we remove a chazan if he made a mistake in the Velamal Shanim applies only if he has not yet begun to say the Berachah, but if he has begun and in the middle he becomes confused, he is allowed to finish.